What's up, everybody? This is the Clayt G show. Clayt G show. Um, Today we're gonna talk about a few different things. We're gonna talk about an up and coming album I got coming out called uh, The Clone Wars. The Clone Wars. We're gonna talk about a few things that some of y'all don't know about the Clone Wars. Give y'all a little backstory. Um, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about a number of different things. We're gonna discuss my best songs as Clayt G. We got some interference in the background from this clown that would like to be relevant at my expense. This clown that would like to be relevant at my expense. So please disregard it. You know what I mean? Because he would like to be dissed, but he thinks that him dissing people is what this world is supposed to be about. You know what I mean? Ain't that self righteous and self centered? But anyway, but moving right on. This is a lantern right here. And in fact, it lights up, of course. And it helps me keep lights on without necessarily having without necessarily having to waste energy, waste the energy in the house. Anyway, I'm looking to make a trip to Miami to check out the real estate that I got down there. Not my father's real estate, not my aunt's real estate. I got some other real estate opportunities in different places other than Miami too. So I need to make a trip. Hmm. This is a shot glass. It's supposed to say hydrate on it, hydrate, but some of the words rubbed off. I was just drinking some pineapple soda in it the other day. All right. Let's get to the show. I'll get to the show now, and give me a minute. It's gonna be interesting. So, somebody's declaring what they are in the background. Pay that no attention. I didn't ask him to declare what he is. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I don't know why he said the word pebble, because in actuality he's not a pebble, he's just a Fruit Loop. But anyway, I didn't ask him to speak at all. Some people just talk too much, talk too damn much. You know what I mean? You know, talk too damn much. It's just unreal, unreal. You know what I mean? This is the Great Squad hat. In the back of it, you can see a orca. You know what I'm saying? It's an orca. Lords of the Ocean, the Jets playing Miami Dolphins. Since the Jets are actually the first team, and I'm older than most of the Jets players, but since they actually the first team to cause me to be interested in professional football, and I saw some magical plays as a kid from Altoon and West Walker. West Walker, I think he had a 99-yard touchdown pass, which he might have took 40-something yards, and the quarterback Ken O'Brien. Ken O'Brien probably threw it like 40-something yards in the air. So I mean, on a memory level, I just picked up a jersey. You know what I'm saying? Some people might think this is a quarterback number, and I used to have to play quarterback in the hood in order to get the victory and whatnot. But in real, um, in real, This is a big time receivers number now, wideouts number. So I used to like to have to I used to like to uh score personally a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? And that would come into what I had going on. But um that's what's up. I would I was good on the outside of the field too. I'm about the same height as the offensive MVP from last year. His name is well, he plays for the Vikings, but a lot of good wideouts are playing with number 14. Me, I could play defense too. You know what I mean? Take a look at it. It says interceptor on it. At first, I spelled interceptor with an E over here. I don't know. It's actually a baseball jersey, and I got a strong arm, so I could play some baseball. But it's not all about me right now on this podcast. So I do have some stuff that you could take a look at on Instagram at the doctor's site. The doctor's site is at Dr. Dunmore on Instagram. Haters could hate, but fans appreciate. And I think I'm gonna put the Clone Wars out under the Clayt G name. Clayt space G, the Clayt G name. So I'm not looking for anybody to play executive producer. That's what I am. All right, if you got a problem with it, find somebody else to call an artist, because I'm a producer. I may have got good vocals, but I'm a producer. You know what I mean? More than a rapper. More than a rapper to me. And the Lantern League is coming. We're gonna actually have some good players. We got 2 teams that we trying to fill a roster, and need some people to try out. This is a lantern symbol on this ring right here. So it's my trial ring. I call it my trial ring because I could get a better ring. It's a little rusty, so I tried it out, and some interesting things could be done with it. But we don't play with our rings on the field. I got this chain is from Gold Gods. Don't try to play with very long chains, because if somebody pulls you by your chain snap, that's your fault. That's your fault. Check this out. Put this down. I don't need to shoot none right now. At least it's working. Anyway, I got to take a look at something, but it's the Clayt G show. This is the all new Clayt G show, and this is episode one of the Clayt G show. If you would like to try out for the for one of the teams, the New York Gunners team is we also go by the New Orcas. The New Orcas. So there's an orca on the hat. Great squad symbol. Shout out to Martinique. You could coach if you want, if you have time for it, or you could also if you feel like playing, you can play, but because I think you can still do some things in the post. But a lot of people these days ain't exercising the way how they used to in the past. Right now, I'm a manager and organizer for the team, so I may play if I have time. Time is finding time to do everything. That's the issue. Doorways to a lot of things can be open. The doors to a lot of things can be open if you have time and you focus your mind on it. But anyway, um, got some other things I want to talk about. This broadcast is being brought to you by. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This broadcast is being brought to you by Great Squad hats and hoodies. This is one of my hats right here. Showed you the hat already. See if I got the hoodie here on the chair. Yeah, this was the first one. We're gonna do the orca a little different. I actually didn't do the orca properly because it's white, where the white is instead of black. You know what I'm saying? So here's a Great Squad hoodie. Yeah, and also shout out to everybody I recorded with, from Clayt G to if you want to see how much you made off of your the single I recorded with you, Clayt G, you can holler at me. I kept track of the well, I didn't have to keep track. My distributor kept track of the total of the real situation. It turned out to be a real situation. You weren't around, so I put it out. I liked your vocals; they came out smooth. So that was a good thing. I added my own vocals and I made the beat. So you heard some of the beat. I think pretty much you should have. We recorded it in a place that was, the acoustics didn't come out all that great, but most people weren't complaining about that. In fact, I didn't really care. I just put it out. I thought your vocals came out good. So some people liked my vocals, and the beat was really smooth. So the real situation can be found under the name Clayt G, Clayt space G, on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and many other platforms. Most other platforms, of music. My distributor sends my music everywhere when I choose to do music. So music could be a dangerous thing. I spoke about that on a different podcast recently. So just keep that in mind if y'all want to know who's who in the music industry and how to deal with them. You can contact me, but the end decision gonna be yours. If you have a problem with somebody in the music industry, you can also contact me. I'll tell you some of their history as a historian. And I'm not young. I'm older than 40. I can help people if I view it as something that is good at the time, because I don't want to say time is money, but sometimes people can actually not have good motives and be going against somebody whose motives are also like blurry. So just be careful when you deal with music, because it could be a devilish field. So that part. And I usually don't instigate most of the things that I've gotten into. Like recently, there's this cat talking about all these clones running, not knowing what I'm coming with on my Clone Wars, or what the moral of my story is supposed to be. So I come back with a song where I'm imitating Kane Parker, a very little known clone from the Marvel universe and whatnot. Spider-Man stories. First clone, or they say he was the first clone of Spider-Man. So the name of the song is At Cornerback. So I'm envisioning myself playing football with this fool, like him being running back and me at cornerback. While and later in the song, I was kind of envisioning myself playing running back and this fool playing linebacker. He just basically, he not built for real sports. Yeah, he talking to me, so all I'm doing is talking to him. Kane Parker has He's used a gun in the comics, but I gave him no gun talks. I told him I told him something that was about lyrical, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't fooling me when he was talking about, uh, he was talking about, he said the word invincible, and I got on his channel using the name Invincible Tongue, but I don't got time to play Invincible Tongue to everybody in this world, you know what I'm saying? And basically, while I could pick at anybody's Achilles heel, even if they don't say top of the morning to me, I could pick at anybody's Achilles heel and get it done. But what for? What for? You know what I'm saying? There's too many people I could talk to in this world, but I'm not just about talk. The Lantern League is here, and while we're looking for players, we're looking for cheerleaders too. You can go to Lantern League on TikTok and see some things. But I'm gonna talk about my new album a little bit, The Clone Wars, and then we're gonna discuss some other things. Shout out to Baragon. He got some things going on. He do a lot of shows upstate. From Snugs to Lola's to this town to that town. My Subaru flipped over, so I can't really perform at town to town if I want to, but well, I mean, I can if they paid me up front, but you can also hear my music on online. So it's just since I got some other things I got to take care of, let's just talk about the Clone Wars. So one of the first songs that you could hear on it is on the rundown of the Clone Saga, because I've been going through a lot of crap in real life and whatnot, and I almost I had a real issue when I got back upstate New York, and it was just very annoying to me, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, because of the time situation, I couldn't even get a lawyer to deal with the situation that I had going on properly and whatnot, and it just became a real issue. Everything became a real problem. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to litigate the case out of state now, where this fool decided that he would catch me off guard and then call the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been a stupid move if I'd have rushed him after he attacked me, because I did not even know the area where I was at. Really, I didn't when it was all over. I wasn't sure if it was Virginia or DC or whatever. I just know some little stocky dude caught me off guard, and then when I asked him to come outside, the cops were basically on speed dial, and they came in under 15 seconds from what I remember, honestly speaking. This was not good. Not good on any level. And I'm upset about it, but some lawyers act like pussies and don't want to help nobody. And, looking back, I'm not sure what to make of this. But anyway, I'm not always in Maryland. And while I'm looking to get real estate somewhere else, it's most likely not going to be in Maryland. Now, I'll say this. The Clone Wars starts off with a song called The Rundown of the Clone Saga. Then we go into, you might like the Tales from the Hood saga, Tales from the Hood Part 1, Tales from the Hood Part 2. Tales from the Hood Part 2 is going to be under the Dr. Dunmore name. Dr. Dunmore is an interesting character that has known about Green Lantern and Green Lantern magic for a while. This is a Green Lantern symbol, of course, and Dr. Dunmore has different constructs that he can use, like a Doctor Doom construct, um, scary construct. But when you're going up against the Yellow Lantern Corps, I don't think they want to see Doctor Doom either. And the Yellow Lantern Corps is a scary corpse. They can instill fear in a lot of people in actuality. So you gotta be careful with the Yellow Lantern Corps. They definitely are um, some scary characters. I know the symbol that they use, and I have a box here with different rings in it. But another song on the Clone Wars that should be interesting is called let me see. Well, Bloody Mary needs to be mixed further, but some singing on that is like, I feel you, Bloody Mary. I see nothing scary. I love you, Bloody Mary. I see nothing scary, scary, scary. That's kind of how it goes, Bloody Mary. You can consider that the Daredevil clone. Daredevil has a lot to do with Bloody Mary and Mary Typhoid, but Mary Typhoid is she was the ex-wife of Kingpin. She also goes by Bloody Mary. And there was a girl that gave me, or she didn't give it to me. Somebody else gave me. It was a waiter. He gave me the Bloody Mary and the lasagna. So she's pretty chick. So I dedicated one song to her. Shout out to girls that I hardly see, like Evora. What the hell going on with you, you crazy ass? And this is my lantern ring, but I also got a nice fresh one in the box. These are the different colors of the lantern spectrum. It's interesting how sound plays a bigger part in the lantern world. Another song that I think is interesting from the Clone Wars is let me see Tales from the Hood Part 3. That's the Krakoa Tales. Krakoa Tales. It's gonna be some interesting skits like the the skit, the diarrhea skit with Our Boy. That was when Our Boy was a kid. Our Boy is one of the clones. Most of the clones, here's a background to the story. Most of the clones look just like me, the Clayt G clones, except for the in-crowd clones. They look like one of them looks like Tupac, one of them looks like Left Eye, one of them looks like Prodigy, one of them looks like Big L. We call him El the Well Known. One of them looks like well, that's the rundown of the in crowd for the most part. Tupac, he looks just like Tupac. Big L, who is El the Well Known. Left Eye, Aaliyah. I forgot Aaliyah. And these aren't the real people, but they're clones. So that's part of the background story. So then Mr. Essex, who is a clone of Mr. Sinister, he shows up and he's very deceptive. He plays like this really clean guy. He plays like he's attached to money because he's a geneticist. He's also a type of doctor, which is a geneticist. And so he comes around and does some things. I met him, according to the story, in where I met him in Kingston, New York, according to the story. Then we end up in Long Island, and you hear more about the story at another time. This is one of the more interesting parts of the Clone Wars, of course, but not everybody's a good storyteller. So one thing you'll get from this tale is storytelling is a form of creativity. There's a lot of uncreative artists that just focus on sex and or fleshliness and materialism these days, and they think that's the way to go. You know, I mean, me, my first girlfriend, my first girlfriend from Florida. She got 5 kids now, but I also have other girls that I've been with, and one of them, there's been a number of them. One of them ain't doing so good, so man, I don't know what to say about her. Actually, the one from that I met in Kingston, she I spoke to her with her off and on, little slim chick. I had a little fun with her at the Wenton Motel. But anyway, there's other girls that I've been involved with. Shout out to Justine from Long Island and the whole of Long Island. If you're trying to become new and looking for a new you, let the doctor help you. Actually, I have something called Pimp Particles. The Pimp Particle formula can help you slim down and stuff like that. But I'm not here to talk about that. It comes in a pill formula. But the formula I take is actually whey protein powder. That's my Pimp Particle formula. My Pimp Particle formula. I don't really bother trying to sell that one. Also, I got before I get into some of my best songs that I've put out over the years, let me just say I got actually on the Pimp Particle formula. Let's take a look at something. This is whey protein. It can help you get bigger. You know what I mean? Some creatine and amino acids. And this is a good one by Top Care. Tastes good. So consult your physician before you take these things. Some people don't have physicians, unfortunately. I need to get a new doctor myself. So do not use for weight reduction, that's for sure. Yeah, so mix 2 scoops. Anyway, this is my my Pimp Particle. This goes in my Pimp Particle growth formula. Now, let me get back to what I was saying here. This is a synthesizer keyboard, but I don't really play the keyboard much. Now, let me stay focused. So, do I have anything else to say about the Clone Wars? I love you, Bloody Mary. That's gonna be a good record. But the Tales from the Hood Part 3 is all. You can also catch some vocals on that. That one I'm like we had a good day on Krakoa. Yes, it felt cruel on Krakoa, something like that. I don't remember the exact words because I got so many songs. But the Krakoa journey is up. There's a mutant island that Marvel writes about called Krakoa. So since some of the characters in my story have to do with mutants, and there is a mutant island named Krakoa in the comics. You can look up the word Krakoa, Krakoa. You will see that there is a mutant island that Marvel talks about. So that's what's up. But not really here to talk about mutants and stuff like that. The Clone Wars, I don't want to give away everything about the Clone Wars, but there's a lot of characters that I got into cloning early, according to the story. According to the story, I got into cloning early. I ended up realizing that cloning was not the way that I really wanted to go. It was kind of like playing God to me. So I pulled away from it, and things got a little airy. And Rob Essex, aka Mr. Essex, who is like a doctor basically, and surgeon or a geneticist, whatever you want to call him, who is, according to the story, a descendant of Nathaniel Essex, Mr. Sinister. This got crazy. So in order to beat him, I had to do a lot of things, but the cloning process had already been embraced. So I got I got a few Spider-Man clones. Miles is always talking. Logan, aka the Wolverine clone, is around. Let me see. Mr. Essex was hanging with Mr. Shaw. Mr. Shaw, who is a Sebastian Shaw clone. We just call him Mr. Shaw. SHAW is his last name, Mr. Shaw. They like to play chess on Krakoa, the island. And my story is near Long Island. And it's always rocking, always moving. The island's always moving. And they always playing chess and grooving, talking about they got chicks over there and stuff like that. And from the White Queen to the Black Queen, and it gets crazy. But let me see what else we could talk about. Oh yeah, so now I want to end by talking about my best songs is Clayt G. So one of my best songs is actually Money Right. Everybody likes Money Right. One of my most streamed songs is All In. Then I got a song called Hey Girl that a lot of people like that I don't even play that much. Under the name Clayt G, CLAYT, space G. I got a lot of hits. I think I put out the Clone Wars under that name, but don't be surprised if it comes out under Dr. Dunmore, but I think I will put it out under the Clayt G name, because Clayt G, CLAYT, space G, is actually code name for the clones. So code name and code word for the clones. They all look like me. The Clayt G clones look like me. And we have the Clayt G clones that are on my side, my team, are Uncanny Avenger clones. The Clayt G clones that sided with Mr. Essex early, because a war was started, as just like was said in the rundown of the Clone Saga, a song that I put out under Dr. Dunmore. The clones that sided with him, we call them the Sinister Boys. So it gets kind of interesting, and unfortunately one of them is smart, and he sided with him early. We call him Batman, and he wears a Batman symbol, and he's very intelligent like Batman. So ain't none of them stupid. Most of the clones ain't stupid, but some of them have more money than others. Batman got some money. He got some money, so he even got a spaceship and stuff like that, connection with NASA and all that. I gotta make a trip, but another song under the Clayt G catalog already that's pretty good. And unfortunately I got involved in some battle raps, so you're gonna see some songs where I'm going at certain people that's not even mainstream, but I don't see the sense in going at a lot of mainstream people. But I will say, let me see, if I had to pick another song, I say that's an excellent song that was mixed properly, because I didn't have Band Lab, so I couldn't mix my records down the way how I wanted to earlier under the Clayt G name. Now that I have Band Lab, I use the name Dr. Dunmore more, and it's me, Cousin Dunmore. Shout out to the Jets team. If y'all want to play some records, y'all can listen to it. That goes for the whole NFL. I want to pull down the song that I did under that Dunmore name called Sunday Night Football. I changed the artwork from how it was at the start, but I'm gonna pull that song down and actually master it because the vocals were jumping out in certain places. It sounds smooth, but you want to get your mixing and mastering done properly when you're doing music. Me, I'm an entrepreneur, so I mean, I got a lot to do. I just put out a lot of things that I put my music out when I want to, and I'm very boss-minded. I'm looking for someone to books work on the side if I have to do it on the side, but I got a lot going on. So anyway, I'm just thinking about what's the best record I put out. Another record that was good that I put out under the Clayt G name. Let me see. There's a record I played earlier called "Get It Up For Me." That's under the Clayt G name. That was before I had chosen label names, and I have 3 label names that I use. So "Get It Up For Me" is under the Clayt G name. Good record. I rapped a little bit, changed up my flow a little bit on that one. So get it up for me. Get it up for me. Get it up for me, baby. Get it up for me. Get it up for me. It's Clayt G. I talked about well, when you move the way how I do, sometimes you're not stimulated by what you hear. Some people wish they could stimulate men by telling them to eat them, well, some women that is, but actually it makes us nauseous sometimes, especially when they say that from jump as soon as you meet them. It's like, do you have any class? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what I will say is Get It Up For Me was also about money, because I've done direct sales. Shout out to DS Max, a company that I work for doing direct sales. I'm gonna get a child on Facebook soon. Shout out to all my rhinos from DS Max. Juice by that. This is the Clayt G show. So Get It Up For Me is one of them. And some of the other ones weren't mixed properly, so I can't really big them up the way how I want to. But I got a lot of songs under the Clayt G name. You know what I mean? Just pick something out. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, like I could remix and master some of these songs, but I'd have to do the lyrics over and put them out. But like "Show Me Love," for instance, the highs and lows were just a little off, and I put it out anyway. So it was like, "Hey baby, you look sweet, you should be mine. Now show me love, show me love. Show me love." That's not exactly how it went, but it was like, "Hey baby, you look sweet, you should be mine. Now show me love." If you notice, I don't use a lot of auto-tune because I'm a soulful singer, but I'm gonna hit y'all with a rap to show y'all I'm gangster before I'm out of here, because I don't really got too much else to talk about. I showed y'all the Great Squad hats and hoodies. Got some electronics coming. Go to Dr. Dr. Dunmore site on Instagram. That's at Dr. Dunmore. There's some other Instagram pages that I had, but I had to shut them down because certain other people were swerving into my scene. This one guy from Harlem swerved into my scene pretending that everything should be about him. The Bible does not say everything should be about you. Even if you have hymns, I don't want to hear them. Everything does not have to be about him. So this is not a hymn either, but check this out. It's a freestyle to end the show. But on the electronic tip, I don't know where that guy from Harlem is right now, and I don't want to talk about him, but you can find the electronics on and I got some love for Harlem, else I wouldn't have bought a Harlem Globetrotter jersey. Shout out to Harlem. There's some bad chicks from Harlem came to Brooklyn one time, and we was on. It was Labor Day, and they was dancing hard on me on in this club, yo. Anyways, yeah. So shout out to Harlem. I had an apartment there not too long ago. Nothing crazy popped off. Say this. Got some electronics that I'm trying to push on Instagram. If you need prices for them, just go to Instagram, or actually you could email me, or you could leave a comment here and leave your email or a way to be contacted on Instagram. I'll send you the price for it. I'm gonna make sure that you can leave comments on this page right here on this YouTube. So I'll intercept your comments and show you what's really good. Shout out to BK. Gotta end up because it's going a little overtime, but got some stuff that's fly. Remember I said the word fly. It can make you look fly. On my like one of the last posts on my IG, the current IG, and I've had of a number of IGs and had to shut them down, is Dr. Dunmore. Dr. Dunmore. A lot of, if you like lantern rings, I don't sell lantern rings. Don't ask me to sell a lantern ring. It's against the lantern code. But I got other rings I could sell. Sell you. Got other rings I could get you. No power rings, no lantern rings. You could obtain a lantern ring on your own if you think about it. The lantern game has to do with the mind. Keep that in mind. I got an electronic bike. More than one electronic bike I'm trying to sell right now. I don't keep them at the house. I don't keep any of the electronic equipment. Most of the electronic equipment I'm trying to sell is not at the house. I have some DJ equipment that I've sold already. That was at the house, and that's what's up. I don't got too much at the house. I can be reached on it through email. You can request my number. I gotta go. It's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. I'm out of here. This has been the Clayt G Show, episode 1. Peace.